Dear learners, welcome to the third semester of Operations Management Specialization as well as Supply Chain Management Specialization. This course, Production Planning and Control. Today discussing about production planning and control. And I think last time I taught you Operations Management, last semester. This semester, I am teaching you Production Planning and Control as well as Supply Chain Management, Logistics Supply Chain Management, which is common to both operations as well as supply chain management. Okay. So today we shall discuss about, again, I welcome you all to the third semester and I hope all will pass your second semester in flying colors. So I'm teaching this production planning and control. Today is the first session. So we shall discuss about what are the basic concepts of production planning and control. Okay. The course content, these are the units in this production planning and control. The first unit is production planning and control. Second deals with demand management. Third is regarding sales and operation planning. Fourth unit deals with planning of capacity units, aggregate planning. Sixth deals with MPS, that is master production scheduling. Seventh is regarding of MRP schedule, that is material requirement planning and scheduling. Eighth deals with production activity control. Ninth unit is about high volume production activity control. 10th unit is job shop production activity control. 11th is about sequencing. 12th is JIT and Kanban. And 13th and 14th, 13th is about scheduling, project scheduling. And last but not the least is about PPC, production planning control in the service industry. These are the units and the allotted sessions are 8 to 10 sessions. In that 10 sessions you have to complete 14 units. So in some cases, I will club 2 units and some sessions which are long, one, I am taking 1 units per session. Fine? Okay, right. Next. These are the books and references. These are all already given in your LMS. Go through the LMS. The syllabus is available in the LMS. The content is available in the LMS. Videos and case studies, technical notes, everything is available in your LMS. These are the books. If you want to have much more knowledge about the subject, you can refer these books. Okay, fine. Yes, now coming to the point. You already studied in operations management the concept of production. What do you mean by production? What do you mean by production? Yes? What is the meaning of production? Yes, learners. Production means what? Yes. Now have discussion. Should not be one way. Both we shall interact. Yes, exactly. Raw one, it's raw material. You have to add conversion of raw materials into final product, finished good, useful product. Conversion of the raw material. How we are going to convert that raw material? We are using the resources. What are those resources? First basic thing, we need the raw material. Yeah, raw material. We need the machineries. We need the manpower. We need the money. Money very important. Money is the heart and life and blood of business. Without money, we can't procure the raw materials. We can't hire the people. We can't purchase the machineries. We can't start any industry. So yes, management planning, these are all 4 M's, 5 M's, all these things are required for starting the production activity. So production is nothing but a conversion process. We are going to convert the raw material into the process and you are getting the end product, useful product. One point. For example, chalk, you want to get the chalk. Now they are not using different case. Chalk which has been used for the blackboard, teaching and learning process, chalk has been used. What are the required material required? Mainly limestone is required and some chemicals, limestone and other materials. They are the materials. Then the manpower, we need the people to work on it. We have the blocks of chalk and we used to pour that material, that limestone in a liquid form. We used to store in the mold. Then ultimately, after it is dried, we will pour that mold into place and remove the which have been formed with chalks. So what we need here, the raw material is the limestone and other materials. Then we need the people. Then we need the money to procure the limestone. We need the money to procure the blocks. Now all advanced technology, we are using the machineries. Initially, it has been chalk is the tiny industry. It comes under tiny or a small industry. Now it is not so. It can be automated. It can be, yes, chemicals. Yes, it can be. Now it is not so. It can be now automated without electricity, without use of power. Initially, it has been manufactured. With the use of power, with the use of machinery, we'll get the good quality of chalk that will dustless chalks. Now, as you are in the virtual mode, no need of chalk, nothing else. We're not using now here in this mode, but in the traditional mode of teaching and learning process, we are using the chalk. That also gone. Now we are using the whiteboard with marker pen or pen. We are using those in the all hi-fi schools and colleges. They stopped using chalk, but chalk is one of the best method of teaching and learning process. It is one of the best method. Okay, now fine. So production is nothing but the conversion process. Before starting with MPC, PPC, production, you must understand the meaning of production. It is nothing but production is the conversion process of converting any raw material to get the useful product, end product, which is useful for the customers. So these are the introduction. We are going to see the concept of production, then production control, role of PPC, objectives. I think it's visible now. Is PPTs? I think, yeah. Now you are going to see the introduction to production planning and control, concept of PPC, what is production control, role of PPC, objectives, significance of PPC functions affecting, what are the different factors affecting the PPC, and we are going to see what are the symptoms of poor PPC, what is the organization of PPC, then MPC, then measurement of effectiveness, and finally, we're going to discuss about PPC in services. This is the bird eye view of PPC. Just started with this. Okay, fine. Next. So, what is this production planning? Is there any difference between production planning and control and manufacturing planning and control? Yes. Yes, learners, any difference is there? Yes. Yes, what is the difference between manufacturing planning and control and production planning and control? So the PPC will focus mainly on planning, scheduling activity, controlling production activities. And MPC is a very broad concept. It includes materials, production materials, capacity planning, and resources. And PPC, this what you are having is very narrow scope, and MPC is a wider scope. Yes. Production is to 0 to hero. Manufacturing is 100 to 1000. Exact, correct. It is narrow. It is having production is narrow scope. MPC is wider scope. PPC, this merely involves shop floor activities. Shop floor production activities. But MPC, it includes production plus materials plus capacity plus inventory and all those things. So PPC helps the company decide what to produce, how to produce, when to produce, where to produce, how much, how to control production. Control is very, very important aspect in PPC. How to control the production activity. So in simple words, PPC ensures the right product is made in the right quantity at the right time with minimum cost. What the company tells you, you have to produce the product with minimum resources with maximum output. So to use the minimum resources to get the maximum output. Okay, in example I given here, the Pune-based auto parts company plans how many brake pads to produce every week based on demand, based upon the demand planning. Tata Motors, they can produce the brake pads. Okay, one more example is service. I have taken two examples. One is manufacturing, another is service. In hospital plans, doctor schedule and patient appointments to avoid overcrowding. Properly it is planning. Now, in a bigger hospitals, corporate hospitals, you will not get any, unless and until you are not getting appointment, you cannot visit the hospital, you cannot meet the doctors. Or in some hospitals, what they will do? They will do the outpatients or without appointment patients has to wait for 1 hour or 2 hours to get the consultation of the doctors. That is there. Got my point? So appointment is must. For this, all this requires the activity planning activity. And ultimately, are going to control. Okay. So PPC focus on routing, scheduling, dispatching, and follow. MPC, it has demand forecasting for the procurement of materials, master production scheduling. All these terminologies will be dealt in detail in coming sessions, chapters. Metal requirement planning, capacity planning, inventory, all those things. Okay. So see, you can see in the picture, I made more in the picture view. Production planning and control is a system that helps a company to decide what to produce, how to produce, where to produce, when to produce, and how to control the activities of production. The right product is made in the right quantity at the right time with minimum cost. This is the fundamental principle of any organization, that you have to use the minimum resources to get the maximum output. Optimization of resources. Main thing is optimization of resources. It may be manpower, it may be machinery, it may be a raw material, whatever may be. That should be optimized, and to the maximum extent it should be used. So PPT connects with planning, with action, controlling, and also smooth and efficient production activity. Here also give the example we discussed. This all discussed. Okay. I hope you understood the meaning of PPC. Yes. Production planning control. Yes, learners. Understood? No. You have to planning means deciding in advance what to do, how much to do, when to do, where to do, how to do. Questioning the plan, deciding in advance the course of action. That is planning. Control is necessary. Without control, you can't produce and keep the products haphazardly or vaguely. As per the demand only you have to produce. As per the customer demand only, we need to produce the items. Yes, forecasting is predicting the future course of action, predicting the future, how much material is required for next month. Now, ongoing crisis of LPG petrol products due to Iran-Iraq war, America-Iran war, we have to do the forecast, a very important aspect now. How much crude oil is required for the next 3 months? We are having shortage of LPGs and all those things. Because of unprecedented, because of uncertainty, we are not aware of the war is going to take place before 1 month. Already 30, 35 days or 30, 40 days have been passed, Iran-Iraq war. That we are not knowing. That is due to geopolitical issues. We are not aware of that. So, normal, we did the plan, how much requirement for 3 months, but it came suddenly, war declared between Iran, Iraq, and America, and there is a bottleneck or a problem in supply of LPG and all those. And as you know that LPG cannot be stored. LPG cannot be stored. It is too costly to store the LPGs. Okay, this is the meaning of production planning and control. Next. Yes, any queries now, up till now? Yes, learners. So, any queries? Any queries? Yes, learners, please. Today I will be going a little bit slow. I'll go a little bit slow. Yes. Understood the meaning of production? Yes. Okay. Yes, what is your point? Even after Educated system, we humans lag behind. Yes, that is the. I'm not getting your question. What is this? Hitesh Pawar, please clarify your statement. Educated system. No, humans lag. Please clarify. I'm not getting your question properly. Yes, clarify. I will answer you. So, we are having two parts here in PPC. One is planning activity. As I told you, deciding in advance the course of action, what to do. Controlling is to ensure what happens as planned. You have to check what is the plan, what is the actual going on. That is a controlling activity. You have to check what has happened and what has been planned earlier. We are going as per the plan or not, where we are lagging. We can't overproduce and keep it. We can't produce less also. Whatever the customer orders we have received, that only how to produce. Yes. Yes, definitely. See, it is not possible. Whatever you have planned, for example, you have planned for the first shift morning from 8 to 4 o'clock. Think that there's the first shift of 7 to 3, whatever maybe. 7 to, yes, 8 hour shift is 7, yeah, 3, 7 to 3 morning shift. You have planned for 500 units, but you cannot reach 500 units. Why? Because of many reasons. Why? Because of many reasons we can't produce, we can't reach. Unavailable of raw materials, absenteeism, sometimes not planned properly. PPC is not systematically planned, then we cannot produce as per the plan. There is a plan to produce for the first shift of today's first shift is 500 units up to 3 o'clock. But you cannot produce 300, 500. Then what will be the organization take action against you? The organization will take action when you have produced too less. When you produce up to 490 units, no, nothing will happen. You can escape. You're safer side. But when the target is 500 and you produced just 410, 420, 430, 410, 420, 410, 415 units, that time what management will fire you? What is the reason? When there is available metal is there and manpower is there, huh? Then why you're lagging behind? You have to supply to your customer 500 units. The next day you have to supply the products, but you have produced only 410. It is not manageable. You reached up to 485, 90, okay, you can balance in the next shift. Correct? So PPC is like a roadmap, plus it is a monitoring system. Controlling is like a monitoring system. A furniture company plans production of 100 chairs per day and then checks daily output to ensure the target is met or not. It has been planned as 100 chairs per day has to be produced. So it is going to check at the end of the shift, end of the day, whether the target is met or not. Okay. So production control focus on monitoring and correcting production activities. Monitoring and, yes, production control is focusing mainly on the monitoring activity and correcting the production activity. Here, what are the key activities? Important activities in production control are tracking the progress. To track the progress of the production planning engineer or a manager, depending upon the size of the company. He has to track the progress. What has, you have to calculate, no? One shift you are going to produce 800 units. 8 hours you are going to produce 800 units. But in one shift, 1 hour, how much you have to produce? 100 units. Not possible. That plus minus will be there. So to track it, you have to identify the delays, where delays has happened. What is the cause of the delay? What is the bottleneck in the delay? Then you have to take the corrective action. So example, here I have given the example of, if a machine breaks down in a textile factory, what will happen? The production control shift work to another machine. Okay. role of production planning and control. It plays very critical role. Without production planning and control, an organization will not survive, organization will not work in a systematic way. For that, it is a very, very critical role. It plays a very, very, very critical role in case of efficient use of resources, optimization of resources, what I told, meeting the delivery deadlines, reducing the wastages, minimizing the cost, ultimately maintaining the good quality. A FMCG company ensures timely supply of products to retailers like Reliance Retail. You are seeing how they are managing Reliance Retail malls, outlets, how they're managing their FMCG company products, fast-moving consumer good products, how they're managing. Vast inventory is there in Reliance Retail, no? The metal should be, they are having the softwares, they are knowing the buying capacity, buying nature of the customers, what which products are more sellable, which is having more shelf life, which products are consuming fast, everything they are having the data. Based upon that data, they are displaying the products on the shelf. Then objectives, main objectives. Yes, production planning. Production is preparing food. For example, production is nothing but preparing the food items. Planning what to cook, how much, how. Planning is what to cook. What is the menu? What you have to plan whether veg or non-veg again. The activity here is the production is preparing the food. They are not mentioned as a veg or non-veg. Again, you have to plan. You have to think how many members are vegetarians, how many are non-vegetarians. Preferably which food you have to cook. How many members are there? How much you have to cook? Controlling, what is the controlling aspect? You have to see whether the cooked food is boiled or not. The cooked food is as per the members' taste. The cooked food is sufficient for all the members. Just example. This is an example for understanding purpose. Okay. So the role of PPC plays a vital role, a critical role in ensuring that the right products. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'll take the. Ensure the right products are produced at the right quantity, right quality, right time, using resources efficiently. Optimization of resources again. Timely delivery is important. Efficient use of resources, cost reduction, better coordination among employees, coordination between different departments like purchase, production, planning, sales, marketing. There should be proper cooperation as well as coordination. Then you have to check for the quality. Important, quality is very important. What is quality? Yes, what do you mean by quality? Yes, learners. What do you mean by quality? Yes, what do you understand by quality? Yes, learners. What do you understand by quality? Quality means, what is quality? How you are defining the quality of your mobile phone? So one needs of the customer. That's correct. What is the meaning of quality? Is a basic component of quality. Okay. Satisfaction. Okay. Just needs customer satisfaction. Very important. Yes. Satisfaction that after consumption is delivered by quality. Specific definition. What is that definition? Yes. Quality. What is the meaning of quality? I am given the example of the mobile phone. How will tell that mobile is a good quality? Yes. Yes, learners. How will you define that? The mobile what you are using is of good quality. Whatever may be the brand. Don't go for brand now. iPhones are very good quality. No. And in general, I'm asking you how you are going to define the mobile phone as a quality handset. It is quality. It's, yes, by means of what? Yes. Whatever may be the mobile phone. See, again, you're having two aspects here. Mobile phone is product, huh? And the network, what you're getting is services. Correct, no? Mobile phone is the product, the network. It may be a voice call, or it may be a video call, or it may be whatever internet, whatever may be. It is service provider. This is service. Two aspects are involved here. Okay. How you tell that product is good quality? It is handy. Screen is a bigger side. Weight is lightweight. Grip is there proper. These are the components of quality. Got my point. This is one part. Another part, what you tell? You are getting good network connections, good audio. You can hear clearly the voice of the call, what you are getting. You can see the video properly, clearly, HD mode, whatever may be the mode. Means that depends upon both product as well as service. Your service provider has to give proper service, and the mobile should be handy. Mobile should be lightweight. Screen should be bigger one. Screen should be bigger one. Then it should be at least, see, you can see the mobile phones are not visible in sunlight. Sometimes can't see clearly. Correct, no? That should be solved. Okay. These are certain aspects of quality or a components of quality. Safety, yeah, these are all privacy screen, safety screen, whatever may be. These are, and lightweight. We need lightweight, bigger screen, lightweight, grip, we have proper grip. Yes or no? Good feather touch button. No, now you are having all smart touch. There is no buttons. Oh, These are features, quality features. Quality is nothing but ultimately, quality is nothing but, yes, quality is fitness for use. The definition, there are 100 definitions for quality. One definition what I'm going to give is the quality is fitness for use or fitness for purpose. Whatever the purpose you are using, it will serve that purpose, then it is of a good quality. You're using the mobile, not getting the call due to the range problem, that is different case. Couldn't hear the voice, even though there is a range. Could not hear properly the voice. Sometimes it is due to service, sometimes due to the handset also. Voice breaking because of service. Sometimes internal fault in the mobile phone. This is regarding quality and timely deliver. You have to supply the products to the customers in the stipulated time period. Otherwise, he will switch on to the another company, another product. So that is the role of PPC is efficient use of resources, cost reduction, better coordination, quality assurance, and timely delivery. Yes. Yes, everything. Battery is one of the part. Good battery, very important aspect. That is also one component of quality. And you should charge fast, it exhaust more hours. That is a quality feature again. Charge fast and it exhaust. For a more hours, full day should exhaust. Can have your mobile phone, you can use it for a whole day. Whole day, that is quality. And charging should be done within half an hour. You should get charged. 70% should be charged. Okay, fine. Then what are the objectives? Ensure a smooth production flow. We should avoid the bottlenecks, interruptions, and there is a continuous production activity. Meet customer demand on time. Ensure the right product is available when customer need it. Minimize production cost. Minimize production cost, maximize profit. That you have to keep in mind. Minimize the production cost. Reduce wastages, idle time, and rework to lower cost. Optimize use of resources. Ensure the best use of machineries, as I told you, materials and manpower. Reduce idle time and wastages. Keep resources busy and reduce the losses. It may be machinery should be working, machine should not stop in between. The worker should not be idle as the machine has been break down. There should not be any wastage of raw material. The raw material should be available in time as per the specification. All these are objects of PPC. Examples. Yes. See here, the same thing what I discussed. Reliance Retail Shop uses PPC to ensure timely supply of products to all its stores, especially during festivals and sales. Very important. During festivals and sales, during Dasara, Deepavali, Diwali, whatever we be, New Year. The product should be available in the Reliance stores. Here, a bakery plans the production to ensure fresh bread is available every day without overproducing and wasting it. There should not be overproduction. There should not be wastages. So, why PPC is important? It avoids the delays. If properly PPC is managed, then it can avoid delays, improves productivity, ensures better coordination, reduce inventory cost, improves customer satisfaction. Without PPC, an electronic company may produce excess TVs. That will be also. What is the problem now? When you're producing too much and keeping as stock, it is blocking the capital of the organization. So the TVs which have been produced has to be sold. Got my point. So without PPC, it is not possible to attain the proper production activity, controlling activity, planning activity. So PPC plays a critical role in any manufacturing organization. This is the significance of PPC. Avoid delays, ensures work is done on time and delivery deadlines are met. Improves productivity, better planning and control, lead to higher output with same resources. Reduces inventory cost, helps to maintain the right level of stock, avoiding excess or shortages. Improves customer satisfaction, lower cost, means minimizes wastages, idle time, rework leading to cost savings. These are the importance of PPC, production planning and control. Yes, anything else you can? Yes, learners. Last 10, I'll give the feedback form right now because last only. Just a minute, I'll give the feedback form. Yes, any queries in between? Yes, learners, any queries? Okay, I'll give the. Yes, feedback form is visible, no? Yes. Have you got the feedback form? Yes, learners. Yeah, fine. Yes, fine, no issue. Yes, next is, yes, they have fixed now. What is the problem? Any problem? Hitesh Pawar, the future class timings will be the same. Whole end of the semester, this semester, the classes will be at 2:45 p.m. It is the best timings or not? Times, that's why very less number of learners. It is not in my hand, dear Hitesh, not in my hand. I have to only take the coordinator, talk to the mentor. Huh? Okay, the time is same now. Time is same. 2:45 up till end of the semester. So what are the functions of PPC? The very important aspect. One is routing. Routing is nothing but the meaning same, routes. Why you heard about, huh? The path of production here is the same as the routes, whatever if you see in your transportation or you see you want to move from one place to another place. There are so many routes. Same here also. Deciding the path of production, scheduling is nothing but time framework. Timing, fixing time for each activity, dispatching, giving orders to start the work, follow up, checking the progress of what is the plan, what actually achieved. Inspection is nothing but checking the products as per the specification or not. The product is as per the specification or not. Yes, पढ़ने वाले कभी भी tell me what is this? Yes, learners. So the car plan, what is the what is the routing? You decide the sequence. Car body will be there, then painting activity, then they're going to assemble, then they're going to test whether the assembled car is proper or not. They're going to test it. These are the functions. Deciding the path or sequence of operation for producing any product. Scheduling is nothing but fixing the time for each operation and allocating the resources. Dispatching is nothing but giving instructions or orders to start the work on the shop floor. Follow up, checking the progress of work and ensuring it as per the plan or not. Follow up, doing follow up. Inspection, ensuring the quality of the product is by checking its various stages. So the main functions of PPC are routing, scheduling, dispatching, follow-up, and inspection. So this is the car body. Then you're going to paint it. Then you're going to assemble the parts. The car structure, it is first, it shows the car structure, skeleton. No parts inside the car. Only it shows the skeleton. Then you're going to paint it. Then you're going to assemble the different components of vehicle, four-wheeler. Then you're going to check each and every activity, whether they are as per fitted or not, whether they are working or not, everything has to be checked. These are the main functions of PPC. These are the factors that influence the PPC. Demand fluctuations, floor. What is this floor? Roti. I'm not getting what is Hitesh? Floor roti. What is this floor roti? I'm not getting the meaning. So these are the factors: demand fluctuations, machine capacity, available raw materials, skill, manpower, technology, government policies. All these are very important factors which affect the PPC. You know that COVID-19 supply chain disruptions affected PPC in many industries. The PPC played a key role. Logistics supply chain played a key role. Yeah, floor. Yes, yes. You are talking the PPC functions making of roti. Exactly. Floor means before that grains, raw material. We need the raw materials. Then that raw material has been taken to the floor to make the atta. Then atta is mixed with water. Then rotis are made, cooked. Hmm? Exactly, correct. This can be utilized for this example is very good, correct. So during COVID-19, see, you have seen now, only essential items have been permitted for movement of that product from one place to another place. The hardware shop, the dress material shop, gold jewelry, all unwanted, not required. Only they allowed for machinery, food, machinery, medicines. Only those they kept open, others have been closed. These are the factors of demand fluctuation, machine capacity, availability of raw materials, labor skills, technology level, government policies, financial resources, and uncertainties are the factors which affect the PPC. What are the symptoms of poor PPC? When delays in delivery or cannot deliver your product to the customer end, always there is a delay. What will happen ultimately? Your customer will switch to the another company's product. He will leave your product and will switch on to the another because you are not serving the customer properly. Time is very important. Time is money. You have to supply the product in time. Excess inventory of stockouts. Excess inventory also lock the capital. There's no stock. Then you're losing the customer. See the problem here. Excess inventory, more stock will block the capital of the company. The stock, there is no stock of that material or a product. You lose the production activity. No stock. What will happen? So excess inventory is also not good, and out of stock is also not good. You have to maintain the better optimized inventory. Idle machines are workers. Machines are idle. No raw material, no people, or there are no workers to perform the task because of absenteeism. Increased production cost. If there is a cost of the production has gone up and up and up, then it is also not a good sign of PPC. It is a bad sign. Poor quality products. Product is not of required or specified quality. Then also it is not good. So a garment factory is missing export deadlines due to poor scheduling. So a separate department is there in every organization. A small scale is not there. In a medium scale and large scale industries, it is usually handled by PP's production planning and control department will be there. And the structure, what are the structure of production planning control department? Design the hierarchy or the organization structure deals with the PPC manager will be there. Then the planning team will be there. Scheduling team will be there, controlling monitor team will be there. Large companies like Maruti Suzuki have dedicated PPC departments for each plant. For each plant. Large companies like Maruti companies, Tata Motors, Reliance Industries, they're having each PPC department for each plant. Manufacturing planning control is similar, but focusing on manufacturing operations. It includes metal planning. There's no metal planning in case of PPC, but here it is metal planning, machine scheduling, inventory control, shop floor control, etc., etc. Steel plant plans raw material usage, furnace schedule, and output levels for its production activity, manufacturing activity. PPC is also used in service industries, where scheduling of the customers, managing quality, service quality, servo call, reducing waiting time. Hospital, you see, scheduling doctors and operation theaters. A time frame of time. It will give the time framework for the doctors to perform the operations or to perform the OPD. Flight scheduling and crew management, very important aspect. Flight scheduling and crew management. Example you taken. No. What happens here? Hospitals, you are seeing the scheduling of doctors and operation theaters. Doctors and operation theaters. Airlines, flight scheduling, very important. Crew management. Example, Indigo. Indigo crisis you have seen in December. Yes. What was the crisis of Indigo crisis? Still now people follow Indigo. Still now it is, even though yes, education is not being a business. See, Mr. Hitesh, once upon a time it was not a business. Now it has become business only. Now education is not treated as a part and parcel of giving knowledge to the society. No. Education is a business now at this age, in this age, internet age. Hmm? The seats, admissions, how they are filled, they are giving to third party. They are giving the admissions. Okay? Only there is not much more. Banking aspect, managing customer flow, staff allocation. These are the symptoms of frequent delays. Orders are not completed on time. Customer loss the trust. Excess inventory or stockouts. Too much stock increases holding cost. Capital cost. Too much holding. Too much inventory. Too little stock leads to lost sales. Too little stock will lead to loss of sales. Idle machines or workers. I told you, nobody should be idle. Resources are not fully utilized. Leads to increased production cost. Increased production cost, wastage due to wastages, rework, and overtime. Overtime, you are knowing that for the workers, if they are working for 8 hours, they are paid normal wage or a salary. If you are working for overtime, for 2 hours, they have to pay double, 4 hours wage they have to pay. That's why overtime will increase the cost of production. Poor quality products, fresh production, poor planning will lead to defects. And low moral and confusion. Low moral and confusion, unclear schedule, last mile changes will confuse the managers, engineers, supervisors. They get in confusion and they cannot produce as per the schedule or not, as per the planning or not. So in summary, you can see that PPC is equal to planning plus controlling production activity. PPC means nothing but it is planning, not what planning, it is production planning and also production controlling activity, which will ensure efficiency, timely delivery, and ultimately reduction in cost of production. Applies both manufacturing and services. PPC can be applied both manufacturing and services. So poor PPC leads to delays, wastages, and losses. This is regarding yes. Any queries now? My part has been completed. I have given the yes learners. Anything else? Any queries now? 4 minutes remaining. Yes. Anything else, please? Thank you, Mr. Hitesh. But others, whether they are confused at today's session, they are aware or not. Others, whether they are aware or not. Yes, learners. Other learners have not joined today. Leave it. It's the first session. But I'll be teaching a little bit faster. Coming. Yes. Any queries, please? No query? Yes, learners, please. Mr. Rajkumar, Hitesh, myself, 2 learners, 1 faculty. Tell me what you know. This is both learning here. Both issues. Leave the first session, but you're having your informal group is there, unofficial group. Clear. I'll make it clear. Don't worry. I will make you as far as possible clarity. I'll give the clarity. It is my. Initially, we used to call the subject as MPC, PPC. I taught the subject in engineering college more than 10, 15 years. Not regularly, some years gap again afterwards. And when I studied, I also studied the subject in engineering education, in undergraduate engineering education. That time it was called as production planning and control. Again, when I started here in affiliated to Mumbai University, there also it was called as production planning and control. Later on, after some, it was called as manufacturing planning and control. The slight difference is there, not much more. But the MPC is having wider scope. That's why they changed the name from PPC to MPC. PPC is a little bit narrow scope. Mainly it works on shop floor activities. Okay. So any queries, you can chat in the chat box. Yes, learners. Just tell me any queries. 1 more minute is remaining. So we shall start with next week, next Tuesday. I think next Tuesday is not sure working or not. Next Tuesday. So there are totally, as I told, there are 14 units. So I'll club 2 units next week. We shall discuss 2 units. Okay. Yes, shall we stop at this moment? Any queries? We can. Okay, fine. So PPC is an important aspect for both production operations as well as logistics, supply chain management. The concepts, make the concepts clear first. This is the first chapter, first session. So I gone through a little bit slow to make you to understand what is PPC, what are the functions of PPT, what are the symptoms, core symptoms of PPC, what are the benefits of PPC, what all those things I have taught today in one session. So the next week we shall discuss about something about the more important aspects of production planning and control functions and activities of PPC. Okay. So thank you very much, dear learners, for attending this wonderful afternoon session. So we shall meet next week, same time, and have more discussion on this. Okay. Have a good day. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day.